Welcome to the Sweet Buddies podcast. Life is better in the sweet. And now here are your hosts, Mike Albanese, Alex Pavone, and Chris Scopo.
Because I could break it down by the language that I used, and then I'm right. I could do it Pav way, because what I said was like one time, which is an estimate of a roundabout time, which could be any fucking number. So if this was gambling and you were in charge, Pav, I'm 100% right, not to pay anybody.
And then he yells at you. And he yells at you. He goes, "Say one time.
See?
Say one time. Up. One time."
No, I said like one time.
Like one time. Like one time. Like it means more than one. Like it means more than one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm right. You're wrong.
That's him?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to do that now. I'm right, you're wrong. I said like
I am trying
time.
to learn from the Scopo school of arguing, which is never punching things and always composed.
Who teaches that class?
I think Ralph does. No, but you know what Mike does? He'll
No, tell me.
just leave out a few
Small
points, little things, like someone could be not there that day, but the next they are, but he doesn't mention it. You know what I'm saying?
We could go. Go ahead.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
These earbuds are definitely working. I
Okay,
do.
yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, why don't you start the podcast and then why don't you start the fucking argument?
Oh, hello. And I'm back, baby.
We're back in the suite. The gang's back, and boy, let me tell you,
I got a tan, and I look delightful.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
finally, look, your fucking wingtips grew out too.
I know.
That terrible haircut is fucking gone.
Yeah, well, Pedro fucked it up for me.
You get a haircut in L.A. too?
No, I was going to, but I didn't.
Just the haircut was New York.
Yeah, I was like, I messed it up for me.
Well, yeah. You know, you can't as a white guy. It's tough to go to a Dominican barber because they're not going to listen to you.
No.
And they're going to give you whatever the fuck they want, no matter what. Even if you can say it in their language, they're giving you. Well, it could be Spanish, could be Portuguese. We don't know.
It's Spanish.
Well, that's Brazilian, but Dominican, Brazilian's two different countries.
I understand, but
Brazilian's not a language.
I know, but that's Portuguese is from Brazil.
Yeah.
well, for Portugal, but
okay, they speak Portuguese in Brazil. Yes, that's what I meant.
This room is in snap mode. By the way, do you understand? Do you see how like tightly wound? Well, you said Brazil, and Brazilians speak. All right, go ahead. You guys,
first
the
of all, how
silent fucking ride home because you guys were just ready to fucking pounce.
How long was Scopo in L.A. for?
I was there for 17 days.
Wow.
I was
That's
gone for a
time.
little bit of time. Yeah,
3 shows the whole 17 days.
They called it 1.5 actually. So, no, I did a bunch of shows. I did about somewhere between 13, 15 shows maybe.
Did you
something
do
like that.
Dave Williamson show?
I did.
How fun is that show?
Great show.
I know.
Like the airplane themed bar.
Yeah,
It's a fun time.
Good show.
Honestly, that might be my favorite one.
I did very well. Yeah, it was a good time.
When I did that show, I did whatever it was 10, 12 minutes, however long sets were, and for 2 minutes was complete zero. I got
a typical set for you.
No. Typical
As
sets,
opposed to
12 minutes is 0. Nice try, though, Pav. I pounced on you. I fucking put a blanket on that fire before you had a chance to fan it. I can't. Can you? I mean, this is a workbench right now. So
I had my feet up.
Scopo had his injured
stick your
paw.
your hobbit.
Yeah.
You hobble on hobbit feet.
What happened to your foot? How'd you hurt it?
Well, as I was out there, I thought, you know what? Let's be a little adventurous, Chris. Let's climb a 10-foot rock that was in the water.
Barefoot?
You climbed?
Yeah, I jumped off a boat.
You climbed a rock in the water.
Yeah, you had to jump off the boat.
Okay.
Then you had to climb this huge-ass rock.
Were there other people on the rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were some people on the rock, yeah.
And you jumped off onto more rocks?
I think I got this. I was a little intoxicated.
Okay.
I think I got this getting up the rocks because
okay.
it took me. That was not easy to get that rock.
Because if you jump off a 10-foot rock and the water's shallow, that hurts.
Yeah, well, there was two. This is the best. So
that scares the shit out of
two
me.
different.
Yeah.
There was one way to jump off, and I had to get right in between these two other rocks that were like they were like 2 feet deep. The rocks. So if I missed, I was going right into rock.
What was this fucking Evil Knievel? What were
You know what I
doing?
said to myself as I jumped off? If I die, I die, and I fucking jumped.
So wait a minute.
That's a great way to enjoy the flight.
Yeah, no, it was
I
great.
hope I don't die.
Hey, next time you're doing a jump like that, be sure to FaceTime me.
Make your father higher up.
Well, just so we know that we can buy the balloons as we celebrate.
Wait a minute. What? I don't understand. You had a 2-foot space
We
to
had
jump in between?
4 or 5, I'd say.
To jump in between?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5. But the problem is I hurt my other foot. So I jump in and I'm happy I'm alive after I get up under the water.
For the first time in your life.
I'm like, I made it.
So you're jumping off the rock. You pop up. You're glad you're alive.
I'm glad I'm alive for the first time in life. I'm very excited. And so then it was me and my friend Jen. So now we have to swim back to the boat. And as I'm swimming back, I hit my foot on one of the rocks that was like 2 feet.
Just
I'm
paddling your feet.
And as I hit it, I go, fuck, that's gonna hurt. And I get out of the water, my foot's all bleeding. It's all scratched up.
Wait, let me see this thing. Which flipper?
It was these two right here. I cut them up pretty bad. I cut
Can't
them up
even
over
see
there.
them.
I hit they're right there. They're healed now. But
Okay. Oof.
Wolverine over here.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can see like
Whoa.
you're chewed up. Like
Yeah.
your tootsies are all
Like,
jacked.
this was all bleeding. This
dude,
was all
that
bleeding.
hurts.
I thought it was the other
2
one, but
feet.
that's just like normal weird foot scabs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're alive and you didn't hit that rock. You didn't smooch that rock.
Oh,
when you
buddy,
were
they called me
leaping
Evil
up.
Knievel. I was ready to go.
Is that what they're really calling you?
No, they called me. Why'd you do that? I jumped out of the
Queens till he died.
Very true. But I live in Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe was amazing.
I heard it's amazing.
The views out there are ridiculous. If you know what's crazy, so I've never been in a lake before in my life.
That's the queenest shit you could say.
I've only been in the ocean.
Yeah.
So the first
Salt. It's fresh water.
Yeah, freshwater. This is the best. So as I'm jumping in, I jump into the water and I'm up. I'm like, wow. To myself, I'm like, there's no salt. It tastes like it's clear. It's like nothing. I'm like, what is this? This is crazy. I'm saying this in my head because I don't want everyone else to know what's going on. And my friend Jen had her nephew there who was like 18 years old. He jumps in right after me. As he gets up, he goes, yo, it's not even salty.
And he got a huge laugh, and
I go, buddy, I'm saying the same thing.
Is this kid from New York too?
Staten Island.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's not even salty.
What are they teaching
I
in
was
the
thinking
school
this-
systems here?
But I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, no salt. That's crazy.
We saw the new Purge, the first Purge. Were you there for that, right?
Yeah, I was
When
right
you were
I was right
gone?
beside you.
And
You ate all my popcorn. Go on.
you mean the bucket you handed me? You said, please don't let me have any more of this. Finish it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He also left a couple items in there. And guess what? I found them. The first Purge is like the prequel that tells you how the purges started. And the first experiment where they were trying to see how it would work, they quarantined Staten Island and let everyone on Staten Island kill themselves.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that was the first purge right there.
First Purge, okay.
So how was Lake Tahoe? How nice is it?
Amazing. I had the views.
Can you drink the water?
I
can't really
I
drink
mean,
the-
I didn't
it's
drink
lake water.
Yeah, it's kind of polluted a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're in there in a fucking speedboat drinking the gas water.
Yeah,
Good
they got
point.
bears out there. We got there's big signs.
Black
don't-
bears?
They kind of bears. They were like, "Don't leave food out because there's bears." And I was like, "Why are we here?"
Really?
It's too much nature.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. I'm like, I'm gonna stay inside.
Bears.
The farthest nature you'll go is to Chinatown. That's the nature you do.
That's the nature I do. Yeah.
First time in a
Flushing,
lake, huh?
Queens.
First time in a lake.
Did you realize that before you went in, or were you like
I
not
think- yeah,
tasting
no,
salt water?
I
Going,
did.
wait a minute, something's different.
No,
here.
I did realize that before I jumped in. I was like, I don't think I've been in a lake before. I was trying to think back my childhood, and I was like, I don't really remember.
Lakes are nice.
But I grew up in lakes and creeks and ponds.
Swamp thing over here.
But I'm telling you, we went to the
It
lake
looks
all the
like
time. We'd always went to the lake. That was what we did. There was like a little campground. You'd go fucking set up for the day. You'd have a cooler full of fucking waters and sandwiches, bologna ketchups, and then you go fucking swim in the hole.
In Atlanta, now, would you like your job to just make the worst food ever? Bologna, ketchup?
Yeah. That's what you do when you're broke.
Okay, that's funny. You could put cheese on it instead of ketchup.
Yeah, if you can afford cheese.
Or nothing. You don't
Buddy,
have to
you
put
had
ketchup on
cheese
You know-
bananas. You could take some of that cheese,
You
put it on a
under-
bologna sandwich.
You understand
Yeah.
that bologna is just a rolled out hot
Yeah.
dog, right?
Yeah,
You put ketchup on your
but
hot
it's
dogs?
wet. It's like
It's wet.
slippery.
What are you talking about?
Bologna's got a little bit of a slick.
No, it's
slickness
just
to
same
it.
thing as a hot dog.
It's not the same thing.
It's a little different spice to it.
It's not the same thing.
It's fucking leftover pork and beef rolled up into one's rolled up into a fucking tube and
just
the other
not
one's
the same
flattened
thing.
out. It's the
a
same
hot,
thing.
Whatever. I wouldn't put ketchup on bologna.
You never had it, so how do you know? You never had.
I
cheese
wouldn't.
And, you never had cheese and banana, and the reason you don't want to do it is because
I'm
you're fucking
not
scared you're
gross.
gonna like it.
No.
No, it's
No, I'm not
it's
gross.
disgusting.
Bologna
thing.
ketchup's great. You're a lunatic.
Okay.
Lake Ontario. That's where I'm going to dump my parents' ashes.
Are you gonna put them together as one last riff?
Punt them. No, my mom wants me to dump her in the in Fiji.
And such a way to say
Fiji?
it. Dumper.
I feel bad. She's getting dumped in the Hudson.
Well, yeah, she doesn't. She's like, yeah, I want you to bring me to Fiji, this and that, and
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
store
yeah,
it?
for sure. I go. Meanwhile, there's a local water supply
You're
down the street.
gonna
She's
put-
getting.
Get some Fiji water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
all
Put her in a
water
Fiji
leads to
water
the same-
bottle.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, she's going in Lake Ontario. She don't know it. And so is my dad. He's like, oh, dump me over my hometown in Italy. You're getting punted into the lake. Good guy.
Is
he? He is.
Sounds like you don't like the guy.
Nah, that's kind of extreme.
You'll take him to
demands.
Italy.
Extreme demands. Fiji.
Extreme demands. Take my ashes to Italy. I raised you.
Yeah, I could do that.
One trip to Italy. Can't do it, pops.
Italy's a
mean-
good time, though. I get to stay with my cousins. I get
Eat
a
some
nice,
pasta?
Yeah,
They
we-
buying? If they're buying the plane ticket, in the will.
But your pop's
think,
gonna
yeah.
leave some of that construction money behind.
Yeah, he's gonna pay for the ticket. I'm not fucking buying. I'm not fucking holding an urn and fucking it's coming out of my pocket.
You're right. Your dad has a rider. Has to do it.
You have a rider for your dad. Hey, pops, when you die, I'm gonna need a first class seat to spread your ashes.
Yeah.
Me in the urn. I can't do that in coach. You got to buckle them up. One last safe ride all the way
Buddy,
back to
I'm
Italy.
gonna fucking throw a spiral over.
That would be a great. Get an urn that's a football. Throw the ashes in there. You can just play catch with your dad forever. Finally, what he never did when he was alive.
That's funny. That was a good
That's
one.
a good one. I liked it, yeah. I
The big
enjoyed
guy's
it.
got a couple now and then.
I enjoyed it.
So what else there, Hollywood? When are you going back?
I
For
don't
good.
know.
How much did you miss New York?
I didn't miss New York that much at all, except the last couple of days. I was like, I need to get back home. to
Just
New York.
home. It wasn't New York. It was just like get back to
Your
your
own
own
bed.
shit.
Yeah, I slept on a couch for 17 days. It
That's
was
a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah, but the girls I stayed
17.
with, Natalie and Jamie, were very very nice. They
Have I met
let me
Jamie?
see. I don't know. I don't think so.
Where's she from?
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
So,
So it was all just a bunch of New Yorkers out
just
there.
New Yorkers out there. Yeah, they were really gracious to let me stay there. They came to a bunch of shows. Your girlfriend met them.
Nice.
Yes, we had drinks. Well, I didn't have a drink, but I did the show. Good heroin, and they met him. They hung out for a little bit. We played board games. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, there's board games in there. It's a
There's
good
board
time.
games. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. What else was going?
They brought you-
But they have a bird. They have this thing called the birds. This is the best thing.
They
that's
just
ever.
fly around with feathers on and shit.
Good one. It's a motorized scooter.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like electric scooter,
Oh.
and you literally have an app. You hit the app, and you scan the barcode. Then it goes, all right, start riding, and you could take. It's $1 to start, and then 15 cents every minute. So you could take it like anywhere.
15.
Yeah, anywhere you want. I took it to the beach every day.
What is it?
Great.
A fucking scooter?
Well,
a
let me
scooter,
let me
yeah.
tell you what it is, and let me give you guys a little bit of insider information. Bird is officially a sponsor of Red Clay Comedy Festival in Atlanta.
Really?
They are going to be giving away free scooter rides to the comics and some people that get there. So you're actually going to be able to get free scoots.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
you're going to get cards.
Really?
Yeah, and they're going to be there's going to be a parking
I
bird.
don't
There's going to
think-
be a bird parking lot, so you can drive your bird right to the
Dude,
festival.
we got to do it. So
I don't think this is a good idea.
It's a
safety-wise.
terrible
yeah.
idea.
no,
Yeah.
dude, it's so much
But
fun.
they recommend
Yeah, but
using
drunk. Drunken bird.
helmets and shit.
It's so much fun.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
clipped
There's
by
gonna
a
be a-
fucking Civic.
At first day I was driving it, I was upstage riffing. I was like, I thought these would be great. I thought these are great. I was like, we should have them in New York. Then I drove one. I was like, we should not have these in New York at all.
No, there's
someone
no
would
way.
die.
People can't even walk in this city.
Yeah, someone would die easily.
Could you imagine birds crossing the street on a red light? The bird fucking tracks everywhere.
Funniest thing in the world. The first day I was there, I walked to get some food because Natalie wasn't at home yet. She was working. And I'm crossing the street, right? I'm in the street. And a car is coming to my left, right? And he starts slowing down, like just slowing down for me. And I'm like, I stopped. I wasn't even walking. And then he slowed down, he stopped. And I'm like, come on, buddy, let's go. Let's fucking move it here. Let's go. Come on. And then he like looked at me and was like, you go. And I was like, oh, shit. I was just so used to New York. Let's go. I'll fucking get out of here. Like, come on. I started laughing, and then he like saw me laughing, and he was like, this guy's definitely not from around here.
This man is from Queen. Were you wearing exactly what you're wearing now?
Probably.
A wife beater with a coffee stain in the middle of it?
Coffee stain with the New York skyline on his arm. Let's
Oh,
keep
yeah.
it fucking moving.
That's true. Do you ever forget you have that?
All the time.
Hey,
And-
never forget. That's what the other arm says.
Yeah. I don't even know what the chest says.
Do you not?
No.
No, what does it say again?
It's Italian. It says, listen to your heart. It's so
Over your heart?
You're a loser.
What does listen to your heart
I
mean?
hate this
How do you
one.
say it in Italian?
I don't know.
He doesn't speak Italian.
You can say Uncle Shit Hands in
Dio
Italian.
Demane.
Right, but you can't say over your heart.
What's listen? Fuck,
I don't know, something you've never done. Anyway.
That's not nice.
Escuchar is listening in Spanish.
Escuchar.
Yeah.
I thought that was the guy who was the cocaine man. Oh, it's
Pablo.
Escobar.
Pablo
Well, you cut it
Escobar.
out.
But it's been a long day.
Can I talk about my country? We're in a little dust up right now with Saudi Arabia.
Wait, are we going to go back to Philly Mike?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, we got that.
I think that's
okay.
how we got to close the show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, we're getting close to time.
Philadelphia Mikey. Oh, hold on. First off, big shout out to one of our biggest fans.
I think the biggest.
I think definitely the biggest fan, old Mary Scopes.
Young.
It's her birthday, Tuesday, August 7th.
It was just her birthday.
It was just her birthday. So
Happy belated,
birthday.
man.
Happy birthday, Maze.
Maze. So
Happy birthday.
Did we get her a cake or something?
We got to get her something.
Let's make a cake.
I'll make the cakes, guys. I don't know what we do.
What are you going to do for your mom's birthday?
I'm going to get her some stuff.
What are you going
to get her?
Let's go
I
and
don't
make
know. I have to get it. I totally forgot I have to get some.
Let's make her a cake and bring it over on Sunday.
I'll get it. You want to do it Sunday? A little
Yeah,
barbecue?
you want to make her a cake?
Yeah, let's do a cake. Let's do
Let's-
something. I'm not a good baker, but let's do it.
Don't tell her, and we'll come and we'll just show up.
Well, she's listening to it right now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, good job on that one.
Yeah, fuck. She's not listening.
No, she listens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
every-
whole thing.
Every Thursday. Yeah.
All right. Well,
She keeps tabs on me.
okay. Well, yeah.
We'll do something.
We'll do something.
As you don't know, we're gonna do nothing. Hey guys, we'll do it.
We should make one of those big cakes and have Scopo pop out of it.
Worst present ever. Just with your fucking luggage. I'm moving back in.
Another one?
That would be just a luggage cake.
Yeah. And I pop out.
What's inside? Everything I own. All right.
Her first thought was, I got to pack something for the kid.
That would be great if we had the money to get a cake that looked exactly like your laundry bag. Cut into it.
be
Inside,
great.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
Just like your head. Hey, I took a little too far. That's fine.
You're not getting. You're
He didn't
smiling.
do anything.
I liked it. It was not bad. It was pretty good. He wasn't wrong. Let me tell you. The guy's right. He's right. Trust me. I'll get him with the Philly stuff in a little while.
Oh, I can't wait.
Why don't you tell Scopo that a fan came up to you and was asking about him?
Oh yeah.
Is this a lie?
No. When I was in Philly doing
This is
that corporate event.
Where were you? Chicago.
No. The city he grew up in, Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia,
Alone.
Pennsylvania.
Alone.
Were you by yourself?
He said he was alone when we texted him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
he was
but
alone.
You texted me when?
I think it was
all the time. I never stopped texting you. You're my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah, that's right.
I think maybe it was Friday you texted me. You said alone?
Definitely wasn't. It was,
No, I don't think it was Friday.
It was probably like Wednesday.
No, I think it was more Thursday.
Okay, well, sure. Let's call it Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, so what's the question?
I don't know. You talking about the girl that came up to you?
No,
I think
it was a
a
man. But there, at the end of my set, I like promote the podcast.
I know this is gonna be awful to me.
No, it's not. He said this is legitimately a cool thing. Guy came up to me as I was like leaving. He chased after me. He showed me his phone. He subscribed to the podcast. I don't know who his name is, but thanks for subscribing. If you're still listening, if you made it past 2 episodes, you're the only one.
He definitely is starting as of today.
Yeah. He showed me that he subscribed. I was like, "Oh, it's cool, man." He's like, "Yeah, I love podcasts." He goes, "I'm desperate for a new one, though." I was like, "Oh, what podcast do you listen to?" He's like, "I love Bobby Kelly's podcast." I go, "Really?" I go, "Do you ever remember Chris Scopo from that?" He's like, "Oh yeah." I go, "He's one of the 3 on the podcast." And he was like, "What?" He got like jacked up. So that was kind of cool.
That's nice.
In my head, I was like, "Hey man, that's cool. Thanks for subscribing." In the most of the rest of my head, I was like, "Fuck." Scopo got a compliment.
Thank you, fan.
That's good.
Who did that? Yeah.
There you go.
I see how bad of friends you guys are. I'm literally waiting for the other shoe to drop in the situation. I'm like, what negative thing did this guy say about me where you two can double team?
We're not.
No,
We're happy for you.
That's why I'm saying you guys are just because it passed. I'm thinking in my past of you guys. Oh, someone said something about you, Scopo, and it's just something you guys just go at me.
I think it's because most people, when they say, "Yo, somebody said something about you, Scopo," it's gonna be negative.
True.
You're not used to somebody being nice.
True story.
He's a fan and
He
he
was
likes you, and we're
legitimate.
happy that
And now
he
he's
likes you.
and now he's listening. Hopefully to
Jesus
this episode right now.
Christ.
Well, tweet at me.
Does he have taste? No, but he's still a
That's a good
person.
point. He's also from Philly, so you know.
Absolutely not.
How can you like this guy?
Yeah, you can't like a guy from Philly.
We'll see. He has good taste, so
Yeah, there's good taste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of taste in Philly, and the city that people love to visit.
So the city of brotherly love.
The old
Let me tell you-
crack in the Liberty Bell.
Let me tell
There's
you
a crack
something.
in my heart.
Let me tell you something. There's love in the air in Philly, or was in the air this weekend. You smell
I
it?
smell it.
You smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you asked me, "Are you in Philly?" And then I said something along the lines of yes, because that's the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't ask you if you were in Philly. I know you're in Philly because I am a good friend who listens and cares about your career, your life, and love life.
And replies honestly.
And you asked me, "What did you ask? Why am I fucking leading this train?"
I think you asked it.
I did.
I think
What'd you ask?
because I think someone said the improv troupe was going to go down
Little
there.
information was leaked
Yeah.
in the old Sweetaroo
Yeah.
that the improv troupe took her talents down to the city of brotherly love.
Okay.
And
took her talents down there. And
Yeah.
we were like,
we were under the impression
because he said that he was by himself
solo
the whole time.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
That will see
A lone
now.
wolf.
Now we're getting.
Out there doing comedy, make some cheesesteaks, and then going home by himself.
Buddy, I was
Fucking right
I was
off.
definitely
Yeah.
scratching my ear with my foot.
Is that cheesesteak just for you? Yep. Nobody else. Just for me.
So when
Not
you
splitting
text
it
me
with
to-
Sir, but why is
anybody.
there 2?
So when you text me a question
Vote
on
for
a
me.
Wednesday or a Thursday and say, "Hey, are you still in Philly?" And I say yes, and then you go, "Are you alone?" And I say yes because I am.
Let's just see.
Where's the
I don't believe that was my question.
Okay, well, why don't you find out what it is?
I believe my
You're gonna come at
question-
me without the
I
fucking
believe my
evidence?
question. Well, I have a good memory, but someone who apparently has the greatest memory on the
I
planet.
got the memory of a snake, pal. I don't forget.
You are a shifty
And the nose
one.
of a snake.
You're a
Hey,
shifty
they don't
one.
have a nose.
No, I said was the improv troupe joining you in the city of brotherly love.
Now,
the
if you said,
cheesesteak
is
capital
she
of the
coming
world.
down? I probably would have been like, yeah. But you were like, the question was, are you there alone, or is she down there? No, she's not.
No,
That's the answer.
your
you're,
answer.
you're
was-
looking for something. You guys are both
No,
looking
your
for
answer was the improv troupe is in Chicago.
because that's where she was.
Tough guy. Check that.
I'm
I did say
trying to,
tough guy. I do remember tough guy.
I'm really trying to find it. I can't find it right now.
It's gonna be. We should have screen capped it.
Yeah, we should have screen
Is it
capped
screen
it.
grab or screen cap?
Was it in Sweet Boys or Connecticut Kids?
We have too many.
It was
group
in the
chat.
buds.
Was
Look,
it?
I'll just search. I'm just gonna search tough guy.
Oh, I guess you could do that. I've been scrolling my whole life up.
Okay, here we go. Got it right here.
But here's the thing.
He likes to leave little information out. That's just what Mike likes
Hold on.
to do.
Here's the best one because this popped right up here from Pavone. Hey, retards. Scopo is sleeping and Big Man is for sure doing improv. And then something about a gig. And I said, hey, retard, I'm in Philly.
Oh, no.
And that's great. And that's great news about the thing. And you said, didn't know improv was there. And I said, she's in Chicago, tough guy. Because she was. She was in Chicago.
Yeah, but you could.
You are 100% sure that she was down there.
What day was that?
And she wasn't.
What day was that?
I don't fucking know.
It's Friday.
She was
could. I mean,
she was in Chicago.
You could have been.
What-
Don't know.
when-
Improv was there. Wait, hold on. Didn't know improv was there. She's in Chicago, tough guy. But on her way to the city of brotherly love. You know.
From the Windy City to the city of brotherly love. But wait,
So
when did she get there? When did they get there? When did the troop?
Saturday.
When did the troop get
Okay.
there?
The troop was only there for
Late
one day.
early Saturday.
Early Saturday.
How early?
morning.
Overnight.
Oh, like
12:01.
12:01.
She came for one night. She came for the day.
Wait, she came
Saw
for
a show, packed house.
Friday night or
crushed.
Saturday night?
Huh?
Friday night she came.
She came Friday night.
She came like overnight Friday into Saturday.
Oh, so I mean, you kind of lied to us.
Definitely did not. You said, I'm for sure, which means you're certain.
She's in
without doubt,
Chicago?
I am with her.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not. She was in a different state.
Could have said,
altogether.
but you tell your
What,
friend-
why do I have to
You could
continue?
tell your roommates you're practicing with your improv troupe all weekend. We didn't know.
Okay, okay. I'm going to take this.
We're thinking you're just doing stand-up comedy, but now you're doing improv on the side.
Okay, also, it was 1:25 in
Seriously?
the afternoon. So
See?
I wasn't doing stand-up either because that would have been a
You were
lie.
doing improv.
No,
No,
I'm
I wasn't
saying
doing
you're
anything. I was in a
there-
hotel like this with my
you're-
hands up by
No,
my
you're
side.
there for stand-up.
Yeah.
And we have to find out through the grapevine.
The grapevine.
Who's the grapevine, by the way?
Olivia.
How does she know?
Yeah, she has things.
You told her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's nothing to hide.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little hiding in that situation.
Okay, let's take this. Let's take this
a
train
little
of
hiding
thought.
there.
Let's take this train of thought. Well, how is it hiding? I'm telling you right now. You knew. I told you when I got back that she was down there, and you guys flipped out because you said I lied to you.
No, we didn't flip out. Actually, she ratted you out in the car ride.
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't even say anything.
We didn't say anything.
No, we didn't.
You didn't say
really-
anything either. You didn't say.
See, that's the problem. You don't
didn't
say anything.
a word.
No, you know what bothers me
Hold on.
about
Wait,
the
whoa,
improv?
whoa. Where did you sleep last night?
My bed?
Who was there? Anyone with you?
Yeah,
Well, who?
my girlfriend.
Oh, you didn't tell me. I didn't know every fucking move
Oh,
you two
stop
make.
splitting
No, not stop.
hairs,
That's not
Michael.
splitting hairs.
Now you're doing a Pavone. You're
Ask
doing
me
Pavone.
ask me a question. Let's use the same train of thought. Ask me a question about anything. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
Mike, he's deflecting. You're deflecting right now. Stick to the argument. The argument is you lied to us.
Because
and in the car, you got
lie.
ran.
I
wouldn't
didn't lie
say
to
he
you.
You
necessarily
neglected to tell us the
yes,
truth.
Yes.
how
yes.
is that even that's you
What
want
makes-
you want
What
something
makes
to come
me
out of
what
this.
makes me confused is why the neglect? Why can't you?
Does he not
just-
trust his friends?
I'm not sure.
Can't
I
say
find that the funny part.
to his two close confidants, his roommates, the men he shares a house with.
I told
Can't
Jay.
Say
If I went to when I went to Philly with my improv troupe, I wasn't like, hey, I'm going to Philly with solo.
I was in
dolo.
Philly for fucking 5 days before
No, but
she
I'm just
showed
saying.
up.
I'm always like, hey, me and the improv troupe are heading over to this and that. I'm just saying. I don't know why I do that. Maybe I'm spilling too much information.
Maybe it has to do with there could be a possibility that when you, I'm not going to say you ask.
if I had an
Or-
improv troupe, I would tell you about my improv troupe. Okay, if I had something to yes and to, then I would tell you. 'cause
Except
I'm an
for you,
honest guy.
just with peanut butter ripple ice cream on your chest as you're breathing yourself to sleep at night.
Don't change the subject. This is not about me. It's about you and how you neglect to tell your friends.
Yeah, why?
No. Because
Why?
hold on.
Okay, we will
You
hold on.
came at me.
I
hot.
did.
You came at me hot.
What, in the car?
No. In the text thread.
I came at you. I believe I
I'm
called you
for
both
sure doing improv.
retards. I believe I
Yeah.
called
You called us retards.
That was more towards me, though.
You
Yeah,
called
I
you
felt
called us
that one.
retards, and you said I'm for sure doing improv, meaning like there's no way in hell that improv that she's not down there.
Oh, was he
you-
wrong?
He
If
100% was wrong because she
if
was
he-
right
I
there.
was
If he texted,
100% wrong.
if he would have sent that text 13 hours later, he would have been right.
I'd have sent you a photo of a loving photo of us
improv?
bowing at the end of our show. And let's be honest, it's improv. There wouldn't have been an audience. You came at me. Hey, you retarded humans.
I came at you.
You fucking loser. You're with your girl. You're disgusting.
First off,
and I'm just going to be like, you're right. She's actually going to be
I don't
correct.
think I
you.
said
First
that.
You got
off,
close.
He
Your
said, "Hey,
attitude was there.
retards." And let me tell you something. I took no offense to it
As you should.
because it was accurate. And you know what? It just shows that he's not trustworthy to his friends.
But what is there
He
not? Hold
really-
on. You're saying not
And you-
trustworthy.
but hold on.
What
I
does
just
that
find
mean?
it funny.
The best part was
I find it funny.
the best part. The best,
Hey, at least you think I'm funny. You can't take that back, bitch.
I find the improv funny.
the best part was he
She had a
sent
great
a
line last night, by
sent
the
a me- Oh, of course you did.
Yeah, it was. I think Scopo's nice. Hilarious. Funniest thing she ever said.
Go on.
So the best was.
Don't let him get you.
No, I'm not letting him get me at all. This guy-
Don't let him stay on.
Buddy, you
you're
just
on your
got
path.
though.
No,
That was
you're on your
good.
path. Don't let him get in your.
So
What are you coaching him?
you replied that the improv troupe was coming on Sunday to family dinner.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
What I didn't. What I hide that?
Like you could have said, "Hey, the improv troupe is with me. She would love to come to family dinner."
I wasn't asking for her to come to family dinner. She was
You could
coming.
just
to
throw
family
it out
dinner.
there, saying, "Hey, my team's gonna come."
Yeah, because I'm not asked. There's nothing to ask.
Mm-hmm.
It's your call.
No.
You just like everyone else.
Now,
Though.
me saying if this is who you think I am, if she just showed up and I didn't mention it, sorry,
It's a they.
yes and the ands. That would be sneaky, weird. Why am I hiding things? If she just showed up on her own, and I'm like, oh, look who's here.
You're already hiding things from us. Already.
Now what am I hiding? What else is there?
I mean,
Go ahead.
do we have to talk to this kid like this? Like, I don't know.
Do it.
Do we have training wheels on?
Bev is whispering.
No,
I don't know what he's talking
He's
about.
hiding the fact that she was going to come that weekend. They was going to come that weekend.
Come where? To Philly?
The Philly.
There's what
You were
acting-
sort of not saying they were gonna come. What is the big deal?
No. What is the big deal that I was working in Philly for 9 days?
We'll call it work.
And so will I.
I would say.
You want to go throw that cash on your bed? And you can tell me if it was working.
I'd say
or
it was
not?
5.
Tuesday to Sunday. What's that? 6?
5. It's 5.
I don't do math. I was in Philly for a week almost. About a week.
Yeah, 5 days.
I had
So,
7
actually-
shows in 5 days.
Actually, 3 of
8,
those 5, she was
9.
kind of there. 2.5 of those 5, she was kind of there.
Yeah.
She was kind of there.
But
half
what
the-
does that? What does that
She
have
was
to
there
do?
half the time. Half the time she was there
Great math, by the way.
talking to you, hanging out with
But
you.
what is that? What is her going to Philadelphia to hang out
They.
and see a show?
They
have to do with anything.
I don't know.
What is that? How is that me hiding it from
I'm
you?
just saying that if my improv troupe was coming and spending
You would
half-
announce it without any.
Yes. I would say they are joining me, and we will be doing improv for 50% of the time of my stay in another
Yeah.
city.
Oh, that's what you would do. You
I
would just
would, yes.
announce the fact that she's going to be there.
Yes.
Listen,
That's not
listen.
0% chance.
if
Yes.
one day an improv troupe is tolerable of me, I will. I'm sure to tell you guys that I am with
Every
them.
move.
I'm not saying every. Mike,
I
you're
mean,
getting a little too technical here,
I
Mike.
mean, every
It's not
move.
technical.
If-
I'm on the road.
If you're doing
Hold on.
improv for lunch,
Hold on. I'm on the road.
in the village for 3 hours, I ain't snooping around. But
Yeah.
if you're doing improv for 2 days in another city, and not saying anything,
you gotta tell some people about that.
Jeez Louise.
You-
You're doing improv in the Rockies.
I told you that was happening.
Oh, I didn't find that out
No.
until later.
100%. I was
No.
bragging about how we weren't
You
paying for that hotel for weeks.
Didn't
No.
tell me shit.
You didn't
about
tell us.
that.
You didn't tell us.
You didn't
before.
tell me shit about that.
You said it after. You go, yeah, we stayed in this place, and I was like, we. And then I told him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of chit chat.
you know what? I am.
You definitely knew that she was out there with me. That we went. She met me, and then we went. Because you know where she
They
was.
met you.
You know where they were before. Chicago, tough guy, and then met me in Denver. Tough guy.
Let me say something. Your improv troupe is traveling well. Really picking up. Really
They travel. They're on the road a lot. They do shows all over the country.
Yeah.
For work.
Are they going to be in Chicago at the end of the month?
I can ask them.
Okay.
Them.
Ask
You want to hang out with the improv
Probably.
troupe? I mean, don't you have your own improv troupe?
Let me
I
be fair.
do.
I'll do you guys a favor. I'll get their schedule, whether it involves me or not, and I'll share it on your Google calendars. Pav, a Google calendar is something.
I
that's
know
on
what a
your-
Google Calendar is.
And so
You
that
made
way
one
you
for
know
me.
every move that she's doing. Also,
we don't want every move
also
that she
where's
has.
where's
They
Oli-
have.
Where's
They-
Olivia right
They
now?
have.
Where's Olivia right
She's
now?
in Pavone's room.
Okay, I
My
need to
improv
know-
troupe
in my home.
is in their dressing room.
I need to make sure that I know where she is at all times because I feel like you're leaving that out.
I didn't say all the time. We
But you
didn't.
didn't.
We
You
never
didn't tell me.
It's when you
In my home.
jump to conclusions.
In my home, I don't know where she is.
You jump into conclusions.
Scopo School arguing. There it
You're
is.
jumping to conclusions here, Michael. Okay, we just want to know if your improv troupe and you are getting along properly. And by the way you guys are traveling together, you are.
We're having a great time.
Yeah,
Buddy, we're yesing,
And we're proud.
anding.
We're proud of you.
we're very happy that you and the improv troupe is doing well.
I'm still baffled at the line of questioning, but I appreciate your appreciation.
There is no line of questioning.
I feel like there's a little bit of an
I don't
inquisition going on here.
I just think
Hey, Mike, it's you're definitely down there with your improv troupe. No, she's not here. She's in Chicago. Where is
if
it
I
at?
was going away for 5
The
days,
whole point of
Now,
this,
if-
I would let you
if
guys
you-
know the improv troupe is coming.
Mike,
she's meet you down there for a day.
Mike,
a day
now-
trip?
Now let me say something.
You're a
Mike.
monster.
Let me say something, Mike. That was Friday at 1:00 in the afternoon.
You just like this because the heat's off you, pal.
What heat?
Let me say something, Michael. You replied back she was in Chicago.
Because
Now,
that's the answer to the question.
True, they.
Because he was being a fucking
they.
prick.
Okay, I'm not done
And so
yet.
I had to come back with facts. I was
Mike,
pulling the pav.
Mike, if you would have say you got busy and would have checked that message 12 hours later, he would have been right.
But I probably would have replied because I was just trying to be a piece of shit to him because he was a piece of shit to me first. She wasn't. They were in Chicago. They were in Chicago when he texted that. And I would have made it on a technicality would have been right because that's how you play. That's how you bet.
That's fine. That's fair.
And that's what would have
I'm
happened.
sure something will come up, and I'll nail you for it.
Buddy, good luck.
Oh, but you got ratted out hard in the car because he didn't say anything to us.
Nothing.
Never a word.
No, zero.
Never a word like, oh,
What?
they're gonna. They were with me all weekend. I dropped her off at their apartment.
Hold on. Okay.
And you know they will be here.
Their green room.
Great. I'm very excited for this next question. Yesterday, I'm slaving away over meatballs. Okay?
Great
I'm
meatballs.
having a great time.
You make great
Fantastic
meatballs.
I make a
They
good
were
meatball.
really
I make a
good.
good meatball.
Fantastic.
They were
meatballs.
really good. Was that a solo effort or was the troop in there?
It was
No, the troop
100%
came
solo.
later.
Oh, okay.
Troop came
Troop
later,
made a
yeah.
dope salad though.
Oh, the
That's
troop
salad.
pitched
mango?
in?
That was the troop.
All right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
mango?
Yes, surprisingly, the improv troupe contributes more than the other people in this house.
No, we
That's fine.
bring laughter.
Yeah.
Did you?
And good
Yeah.
times. Nah, I really didn't.
I wasn't that
sweating.
good. I was.
And I open the refrigerator. You guys are looking for cheese in the refrigerator. You and your improv troupe. Okay.
Mhm.
Can't find the cheese. What do you point out though? Little chocolate bar that's in there. Little chocolate bar. I go, you got a chocolate bar. Like, hey, you want some? It's made of wine. We got it at the winery. I said, what winery? Oh, I had a show at a winery. We went.
Yeah.
I was not made aware of this winery trip prior to it. I had to find out later when the chocolate bar ratted you out. Why was I not informed about your trip to the winery
told
with
you-
your
I
improv
told you
trip?
right there.
You
Because
told
you-
me
You were-
after it happened.
Because you were doing improv in the.
He
You
was.
told me after it happened. I need an update.
You were both.
You got to
working.
tell me every
You-
fucking move.
He was working.
I was working.
That's technically working.
I was working.
I mean, you know, you're the his improv troupe has been here for a few days
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So you should know.
Not only did
what
I-
is the improv
Yeah.
troupe gonna stay here and hang out with me?
Well, where
Yeah.
was she at tonight? Wasn't with you.
Well,
when
she
you
was-
were
it's
when you
a
were out
Saturday.
working.
They don't work on Saturdays. So it's a
Well,
Saturday.
it's also fucking Monday.
Sat-
so
no
calm down.
Saturday was the
Yeah.
winery was.
It's not the point. The
At
point.
the-
The point
no,
is
the
no,
point.
what is the point?
The point is that you went to a winery
Yeah. To do a show.
to do a show.
Correct.
I was in Philly to do shows. Your improv troupe went with you to a winery.
Yes.
Not only did I know you had a winery
when
show.
when you
not
asked
only did
me
I
on
not know she was
Saturday-
there.
When you asked me on Saturday, what I'm doing. I said myself and my improv troupe will be going to Jersey. I have a show.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
And then
did I get? Was I
No,
informed
you
in
didn't say-
advance?
I didn't go.
You didn't say
I will
show.
be
You
going.
didn't say show because I go, "What are you doing in Jersey?" And he responds back like a dick, riding horses. What do you think I'm doing?
That's true.
You didn't tell me that you even were going to a winery. You didn't inform me of any of it.
I should have. I should have texted you.
So, isn't that a little ridiculous that
How
you would have
about
to give me the details
How about
of your
this
trip?
though? I won't text you. I'll
Ever?
text your improv troupe.
Please do.
And
I'll give you their fucking chirp
to
code.
let them know what I'm doing, and I'm sure we'll get back to you.
Yeah, it'll get back to me. Why the fuck am I getting schedule updates right now?
Yeah. Well, I just find it funny that you got a little ratted out in.
There's
car.
nothing to rat.
You got ratted out.
So when I got ratted out, did I go?
I saw Scopo's.
Caught.
You try to be cool, composed, and Scopo's eye. I just saw it dart up.
By the way, when we dropped her off and I got back into the car, the first time that car's ever been silent.
He said to me,
You
he
guys
goes,
were so excited.
literally,
to be
you
like,
got, you
what
about to get in the car. He goes, lower the music.
We were texting on the highway.
Yeah, we were texting each other because
You guys are fucking
you said
pigs.
that the improv troupe was not there.
Did not.
But why wouldn't you say-
when he called me a retard and
Why
said that
wouldn't you
there's
say-
no way he's not with her
Why wouldn't you say
I had
she's
to make-
coming? They're coming. My
because we were in a fucking tilt. You
Hey,
called me.
tilt?
You called me retarded.
Oh, that's not a
It's
tilt.
a
Am I
fun
wrong?
tilt.
That's not a
It's a
tilt.
fun
No,
tilt.
it's not.
He called
He's
me
using it as
retarded.
an excuse.
Yeah.
No,
Excuses
you're a
over
fucking
here.
loser.
This is a
You're-
trigger word.
You're a loser.
You're a
This is a
trigger word. Trigger
Liberal, left wing,
word. Loser.
With the only person in this room that has the word retard in his act, you can both fuck yourselves. No, you fucking called me retarded. And this guy snaps at any time you call him anything. And I'm just
Not
like,
the word
okay, I
retarded
can't-
because that's me.
And I called you tough guy. We
I
were
wasn't
having
mad.
we're doing a fucking
I just
bit.
remember the tough guy.
You're a fucking idiot. You're the first time I ever have evidence of you reading, you read too far into it, pal. No one's ever gonna say that to you ever again. That you read. That's the last time you're gonna hear that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying my improv troupe let me know that your improv troupe was coming, and
Coming where? To Philly?
deal with this guy. Yes.
Yes, the Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she probably found out because there was something to hide.
Something to hide a little bit. I think Mike was just.
The thing is, we don't know what there is to hide, and
There
that's
is-
why we think
there's-
it's hilarious.
I think
Nothing's
Mike was the whole time was just trying to not have this conversation, and it backfired when she said, they said, Rory, he was so funny, Santino, that night. Boom.
I said several times before that how we went around.
Nope.
You're out of your
No,
fucking mind.
Mike, you don't think me and this kid
she
would have caught
ratted-
that?
She ratted me out.
You don't think me and this kid would have caught that?
Okay.
you didn't.
You didn't say it.
You didn't.
You didn't say it.
I wish there was something to hide because that would make this interesting. But there's nothing to hide.
I just find it funny.
It's just a little weird.
I think it's weird that you think it's weird that because she came down to Philly overnight when they
Okay,
came
you know
to
what?
Philly overnight which is a fucking
You know what?
half a train
How about
ride
this?
away.
How about this? How about this?
That's crazy
How about
talk.
this? How about
Did she
I
fly
do-
from Chicago to Philly?
No, to New York and then took a train.
How about this? How about I do the same things he does when he asks
Have
me
a funny
questions.
act. Get
When
paid
he
for
a-
comedy. Get paid for comedy.
When he asks me questions, I made $20 tonight. When he asks me questions, and I pull a fucking scam bananas
Oh, you do it all the time.
with that,
With everything.
With everything.
with the improv.
We say one little thing, and you'd be like, "Nope, that was a little off the thing."
No,
right
You're-
there."
you're
no,
pick
not-
apart
no,
Pavone,
No,
okay?
not with the improv troupe.
No, not with the improv.
That's what I'm
troupe.
saying.
Not
I'm
with the
gonna
improv troupe.
answer the
fact- no, no, no.
questions the same way Mike does.
The fact
You
that
know,
you
that's what I'm
didn't
gonna
tell
do.
me that you had a winery show and out of town and she came with you, it's the same thing.
No,
It's exactly
the opposite.
No, it's
of-
exactly
It's
the same
it's
thing.
not the same thing.
No, it's exactly the same.
No,
thing.
he's
not
just
the
saying that
same
to be a
thing.
prick.
I
Of
am.
course he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I find out later that you and your lovely improv troupe went on a winery extravaganza? How did I not know about that? in
Well, you weren't
advance?
home.
It was a gig, actually.
Yeah,
so-
you weren't home. I wasn't home. What's the difference?
Is that a hiccup?
It might have been a burp.
I just hope that somewhere out there my improv troupe is practicing. And hopefully
What her breathing techniques to put up with you?
that's hurtful.
That's an improv
hurtful.
joke.
Yeah, that's terrible. I hope she's yes ending. Not somebody right now, but actually maybe I'm liberal. You can
You're
do whatever
liberal,
you want.
You're left
You can,
wing.
yeah,
I think that
you can do whatever you want out there at my improv troupe.
I think your improv troupe is
Mystical, because it's never going to happen. Probably.
I think you should look into sketch comedy. That's probably where you're going to find yours.
A lot of characters. I think he's.
I don't know what that was, but
Crazy.
oh, crazy. Oh, I'm definitely. I know for a fact I'm marrying a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know how I know?
You think
I'm crazy.
you think
Yeah.
you're getting
Yeah.
married?
You say that a lot on this podcast. You're like, I think I'm going to marry this person. And
Yeah.
we use the same
you
joke
say-
every time. You think you're getting married?
Yeah, maybe I'm not. I mean, now I'm like thinking about it. I go, I don't think I am going to get married.
I can't wait till Mike gets married.
'Cause
And
honestly-
find out 3 hours before.
It'll be after.
Mike, why you got a ring on? Oh, whole family just got back from Atlanta.
Oh, that'd be the best.
Whole family was there.
If I ever got married, I'd love to tell you right after it happened. I'd love to FaceTime you guys at the wedding. Hey, pastor, hold this for me.
You know what he would
Hey,
say?
buds.
You know what he would say though? You didn't get the invitations in the mail. They weren't there.
Listen, I just pray that if I do get married, it would be a long time from now, and I would hope to have to mail it because that would mean I could just poke my head out and say, "Come to the wedding," and that would make me the most
What do you
depressed
mean?
human alive that I still live here with
Wow,
you two.
why? We're fun
Idiots.
people.
I
We're
cut him-
This is
good
hilarious.
I
people.
cut him off when he says, I hope it's a long time from now. Please.
Mike, you ain't at the youngest.
Please.
Well, let's rewind that because
Pal.
I said I hope that if it's a long time from now, I'm not living here.
Oh,
That's what I
if
said. But
it's
pick
a-
apart the language,
it's a
pal.
long time.
I
from
think
now.
you should be
Hey,
fortunate.
retards,
to-
you're definitely with improv. Hey, guess what? Stupid, she ain't here.
so mad.
I just want to know. I really want to know what you actually think, because I think you're holding back. What you really think
Yeah,
that
man.
I think I'm hiding from you.
We don't know. That's why
We don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Funny. That's
Trying
why
to-
we think it's hilarious.
yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
This is what happens when you two knuckleheads get together and I'm not around. You start scheming up
We
fucking.
didn't scheme. We
We
were just
really
in
didn't
the car.
You start scheming up beef stew over here.
We
We
didn't scheme.
We were like, why is our friend not telling us the truth? What did we do for him to not tell us the truth? And we were
The
like,
truth.
why is that?
You're suggesting that the truth is that I said she's not going to be here, or she's not. Like, you're out of your mind.
Have you ever seen Liar,
You're both-
Liar? When he's just like, if I don't
The
say
pen is
anything.
blue. The goddamn pen is blue.
Whatever.
You two you got problems. First of all, you got a girl. You got an improv troupe.
I
Why
do.
don't you
I have a
focus?
girlfriend.
Why don't you focus on her? You get help. So just with something.
It's called trying. It ain't working out too good.
Because this
Yeah.
ain't healthy. Whatever this scheming and scamming you guys are doing,
Oh, my,
it
you know,
ain't
what's,
healthy.
you know what's so funny? I don't have an insurance for this month because I forgot to renew it. So I don't have insurance this month. So if I get hurt, I'm fucked. But my therapist was like, I want you to go on a date this month. Do that. Do a date. And I was like, that's a lot of effort, to talk to
Without
somebody.
insurance?
But a date.
To
You
talk
sure
to,
you scared she's going to slug you and break your nose on the fucking date?
no, she wants to go out and meet people. I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Why not?
That's a lot.
Why don't you go meet?
Are you broke right now? I mean,
I'm always broke, but I have money
to go out.
get a drink. I'm not gonna drink. But
He's got
get
enough money to
coffee.
go get a free meal from a garbage stop.
Yeah. No, that's only for classy broads.
Go on a real date. That's
Why
what
don't
you
you
should.
just
Why don't
go
we
on
get
a
you on a
date?
real date?
I'm not going on a real date
Why?
with a Bumble person.
A
Don't bumble. Go
person.
put on some glasses. Head to the library and meet a real human. What are you going Bumble?
What
Get
does
off
it matter
of
how
Bumble.
you meet? Whatever
Because
you just like the person.
maybe they're psychos on the Bumble, and I get a hard out.
Maybe. Of course they are.
How'd you guys meet?
Hinge?
Okay.
It's where you get
People
paired
are
up with
nor-
more improvisers.
People are normal on these things, man.
Yeah, sure.
They are.
Well, hey, we've been on them.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't so great.
I'm not the same. I'm the sanest person.
I say you go on a date this month. What's wrong with you?
This month, this week,
I was
Saturday
supposed
night.
to
What
meet
do you
up.
got?
Meet up.
Nothing.
I was supposed to
You
meet
got no
up with
spots.
I'm supposed to meet up with a chick, and I told her Thursday I'll do it, but I don't think I'm gonna do it Thursday.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a lot.
How about if you
Okay,
listen
hold
to
on.
this podcast, fucking go, you could email and go on a date with Scopo.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah, we tried
Wait, hey,
that.
hold
We
my
tried
phone.
that. And they stopped listening.
But my phone's went up. But we tried that, and we lost half the fans. First party. That's what happens when they.
No,
spend
seriously, but this isn't a joke. Scopo needs to go on a date. His
Also,
therapist.
let me
told
tell you
him.
this, and so that because I really think that because if I don't tell you this now, you're gonna feel like I'm hiding this from you.
Which you are, but go on.
You're going to Bahamas with her. Okay.
Them.
Yeah, them.
Buddy, we got booked. We're the new house improv.
What are you going to tell the other 15 girls? Troops. Fuck.
The troops. Did I tell you that Graham is engaged?
I
Did you
did
guys
see
know
that.
that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
online.
that's the Tommy Bahama. That's the end result of Tommy Bahama is an
Hey,
engagement
all
with other
right.
people.
Wicked.
Yeah.
So my improv troupe, I canceled twice, I believe, on her. Pushed it back. Kept pushing it back. And then I almost was like, I was on the way to the bar. I was like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. I'm not into it. And I'm glad I did. She's a lovely person. We get along great. And it was worth it.
I mean, you spend half the week with her. I hope you fucking
Them.
get along with them.
Where's her
she does
green-
identify as a woman.
Where's
by the
their
way.
green room? Where's their green room? Down is
Right next door.
it far?
No, not far at all.
2 blocks
great.
away?
Yeah. Block and a half.
You might have an
And I'm saying
Airbnb
block
room
and a-
coming up.
I'm saying block and a half because that's the accurate. If I said 2 blocks and you found it was a block and a half,
Oh, here
you'd
we go.
fucking snap because
Here
I'm
we go.
lying to
There
you.
we go.
Here we go.
Here we go, nothing.
I say let's.
You're problematic.
I say we get Scopo. We try to get Scopo.
go
on
out
a
with this
date.
girl on Thursday.
Who's this girl?
Who's to say?
I don't
Who's to
know.
say
I
she's
met her
not?
on a Hinge, I think.
All right,
So
we're already
Hinge
looking up.
is the one with all the pictures and then it has like quotes.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
be mutual friends on social media.
But you're not. But people say that might not be a thing. But whatever. What's the thing? There's pictures.
Pictures and
You don't swipe.
and you have to answer questions.
You
no,
don't
it's
swipe.
yes or no.
I don't know. She's a little too aggressive if we want to like hang out.
By what? Wanting to hang out? Ooh,
Yeah, kind of
pushy.
Saturday, she was like, "Let's go get a drink. I'm working. Let's get a drink."
How come you didn't tell us about this?
Because I forgot. I went to go to
Bad
Rez. My
friend.
buddy Rez got engaged, so I went to hang out with him.
Rez got engaged?
He got engaged. Yeah.
Bad friend. I didn't hear about this.
Okay.
Just keeping
Well, you
everyone in
guys
the
do
dark.
colonics together. Why don't you talk about it? You know,
did once.
Drop each other a text message. That'd be
But
nice.
I didn't even recognize him when he came out. He was so skinny.
Yeah. So then she texted me today. She wanted to get a drink tonight. That's why I was like, I hit you guys up. I was like, what's the deal with the podcast?
You want to do this podcast so you can get a drink with a woman?
It didn't hurt.
Wow.
You got to go out with this girl on Thursday. She's being aggressive by wanting to
see
go
her?
on a date.
Yeah, sure.
That's why.
That's pretty much the reason why, guys. I got a motive behind everything.
Oh, I don't understand why you don't want to date though.
I just don't want to. I'm not in the mind space to date.
Well, that's the perfect time to do it. They say that it shows up when you least expect it, pal. It's
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
Let's see. Come on, pass it over here as a professional. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look.
He's looking.
he's
It's a good
scrolling.
one.
Why don't you go to like
What is she there with the Peruvian Joe list?
I don't know.
What is this one?
I don't know.
Okay, looks like Gabe Pacheco.
Pacheco, yeah.
I'm here to tell you, you should go out on this date.
How do you meet girls if you're not drinking? Like, what can you do?
Just go there and
Just get some.
No,
rosé.
I'm saying like without dating apps. Like, you can't go to a bar.
Can I read the chat
no.
out loud? Can I read this
Fuck it,
chat?
go read the chat. Don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's a lot. You guys have been. First chat is a picture of Scopo.
Well, that's how you started. They like
Was this
your photo.
Was this pre or post?
Did you let them know that
The
you
other night.
are?
What do you mean?
Because we gave you like, well, I didn't, but my improv.
Oh, it
troupe-
was a post.
Oh, so they gave. We went out one night and they gave Scopo's Hinge profile a bit of a makeover.
Oh, you got a little makeover.
I mean, listen, his improv troupe wasn't doing me good over here.
No, she wasn't feeling it.
Let's check out the old Scoperino. How do you do it? I mean, it's been
What?
so long since I've been off these things.
Those 7 days have been rough.
Language.
Wha-
Oh, you got a nice D shoots it in there, huh?
You got a
What?
headshot?
I got a headshot in there? What are you talking
No,
about?
it's a D pick.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Are you going to read it? What's it?
And just a video of his ass walking around the apartment.
You got an.
He's got an ass video up there. Look at this.
I shot that. I know that video. I'm familiar with it.
Did you know it was on Hinge out here in
No.
the world trying to scoop up some tits?
Hey, it's working.
Hey, we're on Hinge with him.
Oh, get me off Hinge.
Come
Your
on.
ass looks like it was done in Rio. You have the fattest Brazilian ass ever.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. And then a lot of photos with him and his lesbians.
His legs.
Good for you, bud.
What? Scopo, why
Great
can't...
profile. Great pick. Best
buddy.
pick in the whole thing? The one me and Pav are in. I'm just saying. It helps you out.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all these girls know you hang out with good looking dudes.
How do you seriously meet a person
You don't.
out? You got to be on a dating site, right?
You
Yeah.
can meet people out.
I don't think so.
How? Unless it's like a friend of a friend or something where you know the person. But like it's tough to go up to someone and just be like, "Hey, there's a lot of striking out. A lot." You got to do that.
You got to
though.
strike out.
But, you know,
You got to try.
Get out there, yeah.
this is for
How'd you do it?
Well, how did I do? I knew my improv troupe through another improviser.
Well, you got to be pretty. You got to be, you got to be good at yes ending to get her to be yes end you back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, just
He's got a different case.
heads
though.
up though. I did see where they went on their first date. I was at the bar, and just saying, she brought me tacos too.
What was it? The
So,
Derby? Where'd you go?
My improv troupe
Your improv troupe brought me tacos
at the place.
at the place.
They have tacos.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Fuck.
Here's the thing, though.
I was there waiting for my improv troupe for a half hour with a fucking teddy bear, with an improv teddy bear.
How
you
come
brought a
we-
teddy bear on the first date.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on.
Valentine's Day.
You
Why?
did. How come we were just
It's
now
Valentine's Day.
How are we just now finding out about
I
this
told
teddy
you
bear?
guys.
I don't. You never told me.
You never told us that.
You never told me.
We would have
I
talked
told
about
a bunch
that.
of people.
You didn't tell.
You didn't
you
tell
told
us.
everyone but us.
Wow.
What are you hiding?
Wow.
I definitely told people.
We bought her a teddy
Whether
bear?
it was you or not.
It was not us.
What if you went there and she was just like a mean human being? You still give her a teddy bear?
Yeah.
You get a single rose. That's what you get.
No, I couldn't get a rose. I couldn't find a rose.
I honestly don't even know if I
I went
know
to
you as a
Rite
friend
Aid.
anymore.
Yeah, you should have told us you bought her a teddy
I
bear.
did.
You didn't.
You didn't tell us about the
Yeah,
teddy
I
bear.
had a teddy bear.
You think we wouldn't? Does she still have the teddy bear?
Yeah.
They?
They
They still have the teddy bear?
got it. It's part of the troupe now.
Okay.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, let's get this thing done with, huh? We learned a lot today.
Yeah.
We learned that
Yeah, who your buddies are.
Pav is a liar. Oh, also, his situation is different because he's got that. I can fix you. That's his personality. Just
What?
that.
Am I the one who's supposed to get fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a
That's
project.
how. Yeah, he's 100% a project.
Yeah, I'm a project. I'm like a bad IKEA shelf that you want to put together.
But every time you put some on, it falls the fuck apart.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, improv troupe, don't put it together. Run for the hills. Bring it back. Return
Just a
it.
slight breeze.
Why
and
there's
go-
so many
Go
scuff
there and
marks?
get some Swedish meatballs instead.
Why there's so many scuff marks that came right out of the box? Don't ask. It's been returned a few times.
Oh, more than a few.
You've had a few returns since I've known you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What do you get? He's got the return plan.
You've had multiple returns. Mike, you've had... Mike, they're going back. They're going, we can't sell this anymore. It's almost done.
But they got me in the
almost
the
used.
dings and nicks section. Everything's 90% off.
Mike, keep your receipts, Gambinaz.
You're in the clearance.
I'm just that wall. I've just been broken down to that wall of like free tools and
See?
like free nuts and bolts. You can just take as
You
many.
know
as you
where
want.
I am? I'm in the section where you buy it, but you know it's going to break. You know it's going to break.
You're in the section that
it's
you're
not built well.
You're not even in the store. You're still in the back seat of your mom's car as she's going in to shop. You haven't even gone in yet.
It's a good seat to be in. Let me tell you.
All right.
All right.
What are we doing?
Well, we got a tour coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be on all of October.
Can we announce the New York date?
Yeah, we're doing. Well, if you really like us, get a pen and paper or whatever, write it in your smartphone or anything like that. We have a Helium. This is closer to like the Atlantic, like the East Coast, right?
Well, I mean, no, but because that's at the end of October.
Yeah.
But we're going to be all over the East Coast in all of October. We're going to be, the Sweet Buds are going on tour, and we're going to be basically the first weekend in October, the 4th and 5th, all the way to the end of the month. Every night we're going to be somewhere new. It's going to be great. We're starting in Atlanta. I'm sorry, the 5th and 6th, just outside of Atlanta. So we're doing Red Clay Comedy Festival at the end of September, and then we're at the...
Can't wait to watch Scopo fall off a bird.
We're going to be at the Aurora Theater the 5th and 6th of October, which is in Lawrenceville, Georgia. 4 shows. They're going to sell out. So if you want to come, get them quick because they will sell.
Just so you guys know, too, I am 100% going to be there because if you guys know, the Mets are not going to be in the playoffs. So I'm available.
Nothing upsets me more than the Mets being a terrible team this year. I was banking on it. And then the following weekend, we're going to be at in Wilmington, North Carolina, at Dead Crow.
Real quick, do you know?
Right.
When
We're just doing
when they were off to that 11-1 start, I told them, I go, buddy, I don't know if I can go on the tour. They might be in the World Series.
And me and him both went, sure. 12th and 13th we're headlining Dead Crow Comedy Club in Wilmington, North Carolina, and then we've got some DC dates, we've got some Virginia dates, we got some more North Carolina stuff.
We still got some stuff that we got to work out the kinks.
Yeah, we're getting there. Every weekend's going to be we're headlining some cool clubs and theaters, and then some weekday, just random one-nighters, kind of all throughout the country, mostly the East Coast, all the East Coast. But the next like week or so, it's going to be up on sweetbuddiespod.com, so you can get a link and buy tickets. Atlanta, a bunch of North Carolina, DC, Richmond.
Fairfield Comedy Club.
Fairfield Comedy Club.
26th of October.
We're going to be at Helium in Philly the 25th, which is a Thursday.
We're going to be at Atlantic
nuts.
City Comedy Club on Thursday night. So if you want to come party with the buds for
That's
Thursday,
November
1st.
November 1st. So we got like a full month of a full-on tour. We're renting a car. I'm working on sponsors right now. And let me tell you, it ain't going great.
Oh, it's going great.
It's a bit tough. The sponsors part's a bit tough.
It's going great.
We're going to fight a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be. Well, the thing is that me and Pav
Actually,
didn't
UCB
fight.
is sponsoring us, the improv teams.
Emotionally. Me and Pav last year we went out, didn't fight once, so I'm pretty sure sprinkle a little Scopo in the mix, and it's going to be a real hoot.
Oh, we're going to fight a lot.
I think we are going to fight a lot, yeah.
No. It's going to be me and Pavy.
Yeah.
Fight mostly.
Yeah.
And then me snapping on both of you.
Yeah.
Probably.
Full
And then
fighting.
you'll not tell us that you did improv troupe somewhere separate. And then we're like, why don't you tell us about the improv troupe?
Oh, that was a couple stories from. All right, that's another for a whole other podcast. But yeah, that's all on sweetbuddiespod.com in the next like week or so. But just giving you a little tease, if you're in the East Coast, October, we're gonna be rocking and rolling, and I don't fucking know what else. I'm getting tired. Go ahead. What you got?
Vote for me for Sirius XM Top Comic, Alex Pavone. That's my name.
Get
Please
out there, vote.
Vote for me You could vote every 24 hours. And please vote for me. Google that shit. Sirius XM Top Comic, and then vote for me.
Vote for him.
Voting ends August 17th.
Vote.
Also, we have our first Sweet Buddy show at the new New York Comedy Club, which is on East 4th and Second. It's East 4th Street, right off 2nd Avenue.
Is it called New York on 4th?
New York on 4th, yes.
Okay.
I don't know the exact name of it, but it's the new New York Comedy Club. It's like right off 2nd Avenue on 4th Street. September 13th, we have a show, our first permanent residence. I'm very happy that we have a permanent home now for the show, 10 o'clock show.
Yeah, we were doing it before, and we had a lot of years come out, and so now the new home is going to be in Manhattan.
This place is
and
bigger.
It's a monthly.
It's better than the one we had before. We don't have to turn our heads to see the audience, half the audience. We're going to have a great time.
Which were your parents?
Come on out.
All right. What else? That it?
That's it?
August 25th, I'll be in Fairfield, Connecticut.
Scope. Do the thing that we haven't been able to do in weeks.
This hasn't been here in a while, right?
Go for it before it hits
By the
stop.
way, the fact that when I hung up the phone with you and I didn't even realize I didn't say, here comes that English broad, I said, Oh, hello.
Oh, you did that on purpose?
No, I didn't even know. I didn't realize it until I listened to the podcast.
Oh,
Thanks for shitting on me for 45 seconds, 45 minutes of the first podcast.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. Good friends I have, Good friends I have.
Hey.
One doesn't tell us what he's doing with his improv troupe. The other's just a retard. And, it happens. I don't mean retard in that way. I mean retard in
All
Pavone way. So here comes that English broad.
This has been another episode of the Sweet Buddies podcast. Thank you for listening. Visit www.sweetbuddiespod.com for all show information, past episodes, tour dates, and more. Follow the show on Twitter at Sweet Buddies and your hosts at Big Man Mike, at Mr. Alex Pavone, and at Chris Scopo. Have yourself a sweet day.